Mr. Chairman Suraj Bali, Chairman Media Trust Board, resource persons, dear colleagues and participants, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great pleasure, a privilege, and an honor for me to welcome you to the premises of the Media Trust in Port Louis. I thank everyone for joining us for today for the Merck Foundation Health Media Training in partnership with the Media Trust Board Mauritius, mentioned by Senator Dr. Rasha Kelech, CEO of Merck Foundation and President of Merck Foundation More Than a Mother Campaign, and Mr. Chairman Suraj Bali, Chairman of the Media Trust Board. The Media Trust is a public organization in Mauritius with the main and sole objective of training and capacity building for media professionals in Mauritius. And through our training programs, with partners, of course, with other stakeholders, we also promote advocacy for social and human causes. And this training program fits in this context. Today we are all present here to gather great information and insights through a very informative agenda planned for the day. Merck Foundation Health Media Training is part of Merck Foundation More Than a Mother Community Awareness Program. It is being organized to emphasize the important role that media plays to influence our society, to create a cultural shift with the aim to address sensitive social and health issues. We would like to begin by showing a video to give you an idea on what that inspired Merck Foundation establishment and More Than a Mother establishment, and how all First Ladies of Africa collaborate with Merck Foundation to support and empower women living with infertility, stigma, through access to health information and change of mindset. Thank you. Shall we have the video?
Jacqueline Wende, a 27-year-old young woman from a rural place called Masi in Machakos County, Kenya, tells us her sad story of having both hands chopped off, not by thieves, but by her own husband, for failing to conceive, even though Jacqueline Wende, a 27-year-old young woman from a rural place called Masi in Machakos County, Kenya, tells us her sad story of having both hands chopped off, not by thieves, but by her own husband, for failing to conceive, even though he was the one with a fertility problem.
Nilisikia kugonga mlango, nikapiga nifungulie. Niliacha chakula nilikuwa nakula, nikaamka nikaenda nikamfungulia. Jambo nifungulie bila nikata mikono. Kaanguka hapo chini na akanifungulia ndani nikaanguka.
We are having a small technical problem. We'll continue with the program, and later maybe we'll be able to show the video unless it is ready. What we'll do, I would like now to invite Mr. Chairman Suraj Bali, the Chairman of the Media Trust Board for the past 5 or 6 years now. Mr. Chairman Suraj Bali, please, we invite you for your welcome speech.
Your Excellency, Senator Dr. Rasha Kelech, Chief Executive Officer of Merck's Foundation and President of More Than a Mother Campaign, distinguished guests, members of the Media Trust Board, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm pleased and honored to welcome you at the Media Trust for the half-day Merck Foundation Health Media Training intended for local journalists. I would like to say a special word of welcome to Her Excellency Senator Dr. Rasha Kelly, CEO of Works Foundation, who has made it a point to be here in Mauritius for this wedding. We thank you for all the cooperation, all the help you are giving to the health sector. She has engaged herself in a very noble humanitarian enterprise. She's been working for women's empowerment and improved access to healthcare in African and other developing countries. She's been behind the campaign More Than a Mother to help in breaking the stigma around infertility and helped in the training of fertility specialists in several countries, including Mauritius. In addition, she has enabled the training of healthcare providers in several critical and underserved specialties, including oncology, diabetes, respiratory health, intensive care, cardiovascular care, reproductive health, to name but a few. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know how important health and well-being is in the life of a person. By health, I mean physical, mental, and social well-being. We all know the constraints. We are still emerging from the legacy of colonialism and are faced with political and economic development challenges. In spite of the constraints, people have seen an upliftment in their living conditions thanks to the diffusion of science, technology, and the humanities across cultures. Modern day health challenges are seriously putting to test the traditional ways of doing things, social structures, and institutions. So it's imperative to have a well-rounded health system combining sound values with scientific evidence and advocacy. And public health professional education and communication should be made to play a key role in shaping future health of the population at both local and national levels, with professional engagement and community participation at the heart of the process. Health promotion and disease prevention have a huge impact on health, yet sadly they are given low priority and the risks are overlooked. To prioritize promotion and prevention, strong cadres of personnel are needed with experience in legislation and health policy, social and behavior change, communication, preventive and community health, health journalism, environmental health, and multi-sectoral health promotion. I believe the media can assist in increasing awareness of health problems, raise the level of information about health topics. The media can effectively help in modifying health-related behavior, but it would require careful planning and resources. Ladies and gentlemen, each one of us is caught in change, and the change itself is exhilarating. It's not in any way to be feared. It's a challenge in all the fields, and in the field of health and well-being. It's an opportunity. I would go further and say the greater the challenge, the greater the opportunity. That is why it's important that training and development must take on a new dimension without forgetting the role of the media. It's no longer sufficient to simply develop professional competence. For sure, that is important. It's imperative and will always be needed. We also need to produce men and women who are aware of the multiple issues facing health and wellness, and who can help in developing a consciousness to support a healthy population and society. How to achieve that, I may not have all the right answers, but I believe we have to have a new approach in several fields, in several domains. For example, in religion, science, education, so that we acquire ecological values, interfaith values, health and awareness values, peace and conflict values, and poverty eradication. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to conclude by saying that if we are to be aspiring to a healthy future, we need to put health and well-being of the people at the center of public policy. With these remarks, I wish you have frank and fruitful exchanges with our resource persons in the course of the day. I thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Mr. Suraj Bali, for your speech, which has been, I'm sure, well appreciated by the audience. It gives me now great pleasure to invite. Shall we have the video first? So we are going to play the video, and then we'll ask Senator Dr. Rasha for his welcome, for his speech.
Aliponitaka nilimwelezea aliingia.
Jacqueline Wende, a 27-year-old young woman from a rural place called Masii in Machakos County, Kenya, tells us her sad story of having both hands chopped off, not by thieves, but by her own husband, for failing to conceive, even though he was the one with a fertility problem.
Mali ndio nilisikia kugonga mlango, niliambia Jackie nifungulie. Niliachana chakula nilikuwa nakula, nikaamka nikaenda nikamfungulia. Kitambo nimfungulie ndio nikata hii mkono. Nikaanguka hapo chini, akanifungulia nikaenda nikaanguka hapo chini. Kitambo nianguka chini alikuwa ananikata kichwa na mikono na uso, na akanidunga hapa na kisu na hiyo panga alikuwa nayo. Aliponitaka nilimwelezea aliingia unanitaka wewe utanunua peke yako. Alianza akaniambia leo ndio siku yako ya kuongea, hautaongea tena maishani.
Merck Foundation came to the aid of Jacqueline through the Merck More Than a Mother campaign. She was provided with a new home and a supermarket to enable her to earn a steady income and become independent. Like Jacqueline, there are many other women that suffer from infertility stigma. Merck Foundation works closely with partners to empower them to be heroines of More Than a Mother movement.
Jacqueline, I want to know that you are my sister. As long as I exist in this world, on earth, my faith is connected to you. So you have to understand this. You come back to me, anything, I will always be there for you, and my room is there. So,
Jacqueline Wende.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So I'm so happy to be here for the second time. Like last year, we were here also with the partnership with the Media Trust. I would like to thank Mr. Shaiman Suresh Bali, chairman of Media Trust Board. I'd like to thank Mrs. Fatima. Also, she's helping us in organizing. I'd like to thank John Luke. He's also very much with us in everything we do in Mauritius. I'd like to thank you all for having time today to be with us and to share your experience and knowledge and skills to know how can we improve also raising awareness and creating a culture shift about many critical and sensitive social and health issues in our community. So as we see here about Jacqueline's story, of course it's one of many, like many women in Africa that suffer discrimination, physical or psychological violence due to ability to have a child, whether they are the cause or not. As we hear, Jacqueline was not the cause of infertility, but her husband. But because of the stigma of male infertility and the taboo that have the social pressure on them, they created this horrible story. You will be shocked to know that they actually married after a big love story. So it was actually love marriage as well. So they had love between each other, but the stigma and the taboo of the society was much bigger than any love and passion. So we said that the best way to create this awareness and to say to everyone in the community that infertility is not a stigma, not a taboo. Women are more than just mothers, and actually men also are more than just fathers. It's you have to, the man has support his women, his wife in the journey of making a happy family, and whether they have children or not, they should be not discriminated or disrespected, but they can be productive members of society. The only partner that I believe that can deliver this message to every home, media. So media is very important and critical because if you see, media plays an important role in many of previous challenges, like for HIV, for example. It's normalized. There's many other things that media can normalize because if we talk about it, if we continue hammering on the same message every day, people will realize that infertility is like diabetes, like hypertension, it's like any health issue. It's not something that we have to be ashamed of or mislead each other for. The family, the mothers-in-law, the sisters-in-law, the society, the husband should really support a small family, the wife of their son or brother, support each other until they can have a family or have another solution. So, of course, during this strategy, we had to partner with media. We had several media training in Africa. We had trained more than 2,000 media representatives from 35 countries and continuous online and physical training like today with the scientific doctors that they give them scientific information that they can deliver in a very simple way to the community members. Of course, not a complicated way. It has to be very simple for them to understand what is the causes of infertility, how to manage it, and how to prevent it actually. Because untreated infectious diseases that caused by FGM, unsafe abortion, unsafe delivery, STDs, and other things that can be prevented. So here, education is also very important. So it's like Mr. Sharman said, it's a multi-sectoral approach. It's education also is very important because prevention starts when they are kids, like boys and girls. So we also advocate to support the girls' education in many ways through media, through our fields like animation movies we have done, storybooks we have done, through of course the ambassadorship with the first ladies of Africa, through our social media, many ways that we also advocate for breaking the stigma of fertility and also supporting girls' education. But of course, if we raise awareness, we need to know that the couples, when they already aware of their case and they know that there is a solution, the where to go. There was also another challenge that many countries in Africa had no fertility specialists or embryologists that it can be available in public sector. There can be one or two available in the private sector. In some countries that is very expensive, or these people come from abroad and make it even mega expensive. So we said let us do training for the fertility specialists locally, local fertility specialists and embryologists in each country. So we created the first fertility specialists and embryologists in many countries like Burundi, like Gambia, Congo, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Zambia, many countries. I don't remember all the names now. Chad and Niger and Central African Republic. So these countries never had specialists before, one even single specialist for fertility. So we trained them. So in total, we have provided more than 570 scholarships for doctors in 50 countries for fertility and embryology. This is out of 1,700 scholarships provided in total for all doctors in 50 countries also, in 42 critical and underserved specialties. Like diabetes, cardiovascular preventive, like oncology, which is very important also and big challenge, like endocrinology, sexual and reproductive, respiratory care, and acute care, where the time of Corona, we provided many, like 70 scholarships for doctors to be specialized in respiratory care and acute care. It was a really great help during Corona. So we already very much in partnership with different ministries of health and different first ladies to provide these scholarships. We talk about Mauritius. We have provided more scholarships for more than 73 doctors from Mauritius in 32 different specialties. Some of them, of course, fertility and sexual and reproductive care, and these doctors will be working in the first public IVF center that Ministry of Health will open, which is a great achievement because now infertile couples can have access to equitable and quality fertility care solution in the public sector. But also we provided many of the oncology fellowship as well and training from Queen's University, from India, as well to the doctors who can be working also in the first public cancer care center that is also opened by the Ministry of Health. But put this aside because this is very much complicated and too many things we have done through health capacity building. I would like also to draw your attention to what we have done, which is very much related to media and art. The storybooks we have created about different topics and issues, and each storybook in three languages, English, French, and Portuguese for all countries in Africa. And each storybook will be animation movie, 5 minutes. We already created 3 animation movies in 3 languages each one. From some of the stories, and the others are in process at the moment, and the 7 stories will be 7 animation movies that can be played in the clinics, in the hospitals, waiting rooms, in meetings like this. You can play it and gathering in clubs, in libraries, for kids, for youth, for adults. a website like Media Trust website can be, and people can access it. It would be great. TVs, John Luke, it can be played on the certain days to raise awareness about these topics. So I will give you an idea what we have, and also we will be able to play the animation movies for you during the day. So for example, this is the story of David. This story is about infertility prevention. It's a very important and very beautiful storybook. It will also be animation, and inside the storybook, it's enhancing the love and respect of family, love and respect, and also how the men have to respect their wives whether they have children or not, and to give you also information about infertility prevention, how to manage it, and so on. So it's a really, really lovely story. I believe it's not only for kids, it's also for adults, and it will be a very important animation movie. The other one which I really find it very also important for Mauritius, because I know the incidence of diabetes, June Sugar Free. And everyone noticed that diabetes now, diabetes type 2, is very high incidence in kids, which would not be the case. But this is very important about this exactly, how to improve awareness about diabetes, prevention and early detection, and how kids can encourage each other not to have diabetes or to manage themselves to manage it. So this is also very, very important story, and it had the animation movie, and we will play it during the day. It's already ready in 3 languages. And here another one, which is Mark's pressure, also very important for hypertension. And this is also very, very important information in a very nice way, very subtle way, very simple way to deliver the message to children and young people and people who's not doctors, not scientists, not medical. They will know how to manage also diabetes and how to prevent it and early detect it. We talked about education. Here is Rescue Jacqueline, which is about child marriage and girls' education, which is very, very important story about saving young girls from early marriage or child marriage and focus on their education. It will be also a story. It will be also animation movie. This is finished. Animation movie finished. It's right into the future about the ambition and the girls' education and how she become a doctor or an engineer or scientist. And this is very, very important, and it's already done as animation as well. And you can play it today if you want. Actually, it's very entertaining and very interesting. And here, Educating Linda is also about girls' education. It's not yet finished. And here about gender-based violence, not who you are. I think every woman who suffers from violence with her husband, the first thing she say to him, "You are not who you are. You are. It's not you. It's not you anymore." So this is a story also about this. So this is the storybooks and the animation movies. We have also songs that is very important. That we have songs with about diabetes, for example, and we got it in 3 languages. And the very important star Laura. She already done also the song in French, diabetes, no more diabetes, but we have also in English and in French and Portuguese, and we had the remix. But we have also a lot of songs about girls' education, gender-based violence, because we believe art is very, very important to deliver also the message in a nice song, in a nice movie, in a nice article or a story. So that's why we had the awards. We created the awards for media, for best song award, best film award, and best fashion award. Yes. So even fashion is very, very important because you can actually have to deliver the message what you want in a fashion, in a t-shirt, or in a dress, or in something that people can talk. They express what they are believing, and instead of having a monogram everywhere. So it's really important to have the idea of that you can raise awareness through your clothes as well. And I know that there is a lot of fashion artists across Africa, and it was a very important thing to include this big segment, people who love fashion, people who create fashion, into the raising awareness campaign. So this is everything now we are doing. I'm sure there's a lot of other things I will forget now, but everything is posted in our social media. We have now 5 million followers from across Africa, which is increasing like 1 million, because organic, of course, 1 million every year. So we're reaching more and more people digitally or physically. So I hope that you enjoy today training. I will be with you most of the day, and I would like to ask you to please apply for the Media Recognition Award, because I did not receive any application from Mauritius. If we receive an application from Mauritius, they will be winners for sure. I assure you. And the gift is really good. There is a monetary prize, and also there is an access to a master course, which is 1 year access about storytelling, about direction, about many things. I'm sure that people who have the access to this master course is really important for improving their practice. So thank you very much, and I'm happy to be with you, and thank you very much, Mr. Shaiman, and thank you, Media Trust. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I made my desk overthinking.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rashna, for highlighting so many issues about women health and their health, and for shedding light on programs, different programs of Merck Foundation to help women in general in so many countries. So we understand that you might want to take it now with Mr. Suat Valley, or we will connect together. Okay. So the next item on our program will be a video, another video. We'd like to watch the promo of Africa by